Hey everyone, Mark the Scootaloo, back after like a week of hiding inside because of all the smoke coming down from Canada. Having COPD, that was like a death sentence to me if I went outside. So this is the first time I've been out in about a week, or since my last video, which has been driving me crazy. There's only so much summer left, and I want to get out and take advantage. And hopefully you guys can hear me a little bit better. I moved the chest harness up a little bit higher. Let me try not to get hit. Okay. Anyway, I moved the chest rig up a little bit higher. It's still hard for me to tell until I get back where I'm pointing. I'm trying to look down without crashing and fixing the camera better. There. I hope that's a little bit better. I am going to try and get better. But there's only so much I can do with the little money that I have. I don't know, I get it. I don't get it. Sometimes people wave at you and sometimes they don't. And they see me out here almost every night. I try and wave and be cool with everyone. And I'm not racing up and down the street like I did when I was a kid. So, I'm trying to be cool. But anyway, being trapped in the house for the past week, it figures, the one thing that's keeping me in the house is the COPD and really the cigarette smoke from Canada was really bad here. I mean, it was really bad. I think I would have been in really serious trouble if I would have went out. So I just stayed in my room with the air conditioner on. And even now, there's still, I can smell it. I'm just really sensitive, but the air looks clean. It looks clear, not clean. The air looks clear. My son didn't feel like coming out. It's like 6:30 on a Thursday, and it's like a perfect temperature. It's about 72 to 75. It's really, really nice out. So for the past week, all I've been doing is checking out more mods for the bike. I definitely want to add the rear shock and tires this month. That's about all I can. That's all I'll have left. But I definitely the rear shock I think is going to make a huge difference, because right now the shock that's on the back, technically they call it a shock, but it's really just a spring. And I don't weigh that much, so I'm not compressing the spring at all. And I'm hoping the air shock I want to get is going to have a little bit of cushioning, a little bit of dampening. For $85, you're not going to get, a good dirt bike shocked. But who knows? We'll see. The tires, I think, should be a huge improvement. The tires and the shock. And we'll see if the shock makes a big difference. Then this winter, when I strip it down, I'll go for the forks too. And I don't know if I'm going to strip this and get it powder coated, or just get another one. I've been looking at lots of bikes. I want to get a couple of the folding ones, and I forget the name, but there's a couple white and purple bikes that I saw that are really trick, that I really, really like and want to get. So we'll see what I end up, besides a crazy cart. I want a crazy cart. And I've been checking out the crazy carts since they first come out. I don't know, that's going to be totally different. This, I'm just sitting perfectly still. I'm not exerting myself at all. I think that's the only reason that I can still ride around. I don't know, it's really hard to tell. The crazy carts do look fun, but I don't know if I really want to buy one, for $500 and then put another $2,000 into it, tricking it out, which I can't leave anything stock. I think they'll be fun stock, but not as fun as really tricking them out. And that to me is I can't leave anything stock. And as soon as I get this one done, I move on to the next. So we'll see what I'm going to end up with next. There's only so much you can do to these. The tires, suspension, powder coating the frame. I don't know what else you would really want to do to one of these. They're fun, and I'm going to be putting more into it just with the little things that I'm adding than it costs. But I'm out. Thank God. I was getting really stir crazy after only a week. It's like I want to go out and play. Everyone was teasing me that I can't go out and play, which I could have went out and played, but I don't think I would have came back in. I'd be in the hospital right now. So it sucks, but it is what it is. I did it to myself. Smoking. Starting smoking when I was 9, drinking and partying, but back then everyone did. I remember going to the doctors, and my doctor, when he would call me and my parents into his office to say how my checkup went, he was smoking. My doctor was smoking, my dentist smoked, my parents smoked, everyone smoked, everyone drank, and if you didn't drink, then you smoked weed. And my friends did smoking cigarettes and weed and drinking just because. But anyway, after over 50 years of the smoking, that's what killed my lungs. I was never really a big time drinker. Every once in a while, I really had no control drinking, so I'd end up drinking till I puked. And after I turned 18 and it was legal, it lost all the fun. It just wasn't the same as going to the parks with my friends and hanging out and drinking. That to me was fun. Once I turned 18, got my ID, hit up the bars. I didn't get it. Just, to work all week, eat your paycheck, you go to the bar, and by Monday morning, you got a pocket full of ones and change, and then you do it all over again. I didn't get that at all, so I learned really, really quick and really young, and before I was 19, I had a really, really good job, and I just gave up drinking. It wasn't worth it to me. And then I filled up my garage with dirt bikes and 3-wheelers and 4-wheelers and go-karts and mini bikes. And I had trucks. I had my Camaro, my Nova, every bike and toy that you could imagine. So if I was going to work and kill myself 6-7 days a week, when I got a day off, I wanted to have some fun. And fun to me was riding. All my friends were gearheads. They were all into cars. But then again, back then in the 70s, oh my God, every muscle car that you could name was on our street. And I grew up in Rochester on Lake Ave. So if you heard the group Foreigner, Lou Graham from Foreigner, they were from Charlotte. There's a lot of good groups from Rochester. The Chesterfield Kings with out of the House of Guitars, that's another thing. But wow, back then I saw probably in 20 years, over 100 concerts. Every major rock band that you could name, I've seen. Oh, okay, I'm still babbling. I've only been out 10 minutes. So I'm going to be doing t-shirts, which is a trip. I can't believe I'm doing t-shirts. Anyway, I found the chat GPT or GPT, whichever one it is. Sorry, I'm old school. This stuff is new tech. But anyway, I think it's really cool. It helped me design a very cool t-shirt. I'll have them in another week. So I'll try and step back and not step back. I don't know. I'll have my son put it on, though he hates being on camera. Anyway, I'm going to have that put on. I'm going to have the cards made from my idea about putting the law of the New York State law for e-bikes on the card. That way, if anybody says, that's illegal on the trails or the streets, I can stop and give them a card that shows the Scootaloo, my channel. There'll be barcodes on there with my email, my Scootaloo channel address, and the stuff that makes Class 2 pedal assist e-bikes legal in New York on the trails and streets that I ride. I don't even know what I'm babbling about. I'm just glad to be back outside. I could not wait to get outside and just ride around for an hour or so. And I'm trying really hard not to breathe too much in, which I know that didn't sound right, but I'm breathing, trying to watch the monitor for the rear view camera. There's so many things to ride around here, not just e-bikes. There's a lot of golf carts and mini bikes and regular go-karts. But not too many cops. This part of town, there's really not too many cops. These are all kind of closed sections where we are. Just a lot of cul-de-sacs. There's only one road that goes around, and there's probably 7 or 8 cul-de-sacs that are off of it. And I'm making those sets. I definitely have to find something to babble about. I would like to go live with a mic, but you guys can't. I think there's a way with Discord and that where somebody could come in and talk to me. I could barely figure this out, so that might be next year. I don't know. I know I'm getting a couple views, not that many. So if you guys got any questions or anything you want me to babble about, just leave a comment. I'm not getting any, so if you leave a comment, I'll definitely try and get right back to you. I don't know. I don't want to really drive around with the camera all night. So I'll probably cut this short so I can drop the camera back at home. Then I can play some music, which I still think sucks so bad that I can't play tunes while I ride. I can, but the YouTube non-copyright music isn't really music. They're like 20-year-old middies that just... I don't want to say anything bad about anything. So, anyway, I know I've been babbling for about 15 minutes. I don't know if I should keep this on and just keep going. I don't know what you guys want to hear me babbling about. And I hate to ride around without tunes. It's not the same. I want tunes. But it is beautiful out. I'm hoping to go for a long trail ride tomorrow, so maybe I'll pick this back up tomorrow. And that's when I can babble about a bunch of other stuff that I wanted to babble about. Right now, I want to go out and ride. I don't really want to concentrate on babbling. I don't know what to babble about. I've just been dying to get out and ride. Anyway, for now, I'm just going to shut this off. So mark the Scootaloo. I'll be back tomorrow, or maybe later. For now, thanks for watching. Ride safe.